Recording in progress.
All right, we're going to start with Bryson Daily first.
Hey, Bryson, Ken Prince with Campbell's Media. Tough loss for you. Strong second half. Just tell us what happened on the pitch play or the pass at the end when you tried to extend the play.
Yeah, it was a triple option. Guys widened, and I thought I would have the quarterback run of that option of the play. They crashed late, so I tried to get it out there to Hayden. I guess it was in front of him. I really thought it was behind or even with me, but that was a tough break for us.
You really got the offense going, and you got Tyrell Robinson had the first touchdown in the second half, 10-yard run. How good was it to have Tyrell back in the offense?
It's awesome having 2-1 back there. He's a great player. He played really well today. It was really good seeing him out there with us.
And you got Hayden Reed had a touchdown on a 6-yard run, got you back to 20-17. Hayden had a big game today.
Yeah, Hayden's a great player. He's been playing great all season. It was awesome to see him get in the box as well.
And then your pass to Tyson Riley. Tyson's been a fullback, and the play before he was out a wide receiver, and then you sent him over the middle and you hit him for the touchdown. How was that?
Tyson Riley is a great football player. He's never had a position here, really. He can play all over. He has a great IQ for the game, and so he's really a weapon that we can put anywhere, and it was awesome for him to get a touchdown as well.
But how was it for you to deal with the rain today and then see the core up there in the rain all day and just playing in the elements?
Yeah, I mean, it's different playing in the rain, coming down that hard, but they were dealing with it too, so it's something we can't control, but I thought our guys handled it well.
Thanks, Royce.
Seth Mendelson, Black Knight Nation. The team played a lot better in the second half offensively. Any reason for that? Any changing during halftime?
No, not many changes. Just we executed, did what we should have done in the first half. It's on us that we didn't get it started till the second half, and that's why we ended up losing this game.
Do you think it came down to the last team with the ball won the game?
I don't think so. I mean, the defense was playing well all game. Stopped them a lot. We needed as an offense to, finish that drive and win the game. It's a shame that we couldn't do that.
Thank you.
Kick it over to Zoom.
Hey, Bryson, Ken McMillan with the Tom Terrell record.
How's it going?
Good. Obviously, Bryson, you guys were in position to win. You didn't get the win. How do you feel about this?
It's heartbreaking. You work so hard all week, all off season for games like this, to win games like this, and when you don't get it done, it hurts.
And just back to that play that you referred to earlier about the illegal forward pass, did you get a sense that you were on the line, or at that point, because it looked like you had the first down, do you sense whether you have that or not, or you just felt like you didn't have it?
No, I really wasn't thinking about, where the first down was. I was more thinking of, my pitch keys of that play, and he came down on me, and I saw Hayden over there, and I thought we could make a play and, win the game.
And Bryson, how do you bounce back from this?
Nothing special. Just get back to work like we do every Sunday. Same as a win, same as a loss. We'll get back to work, and we'll be better.
Thank you.
Anything else on Zoom?
Good afternoon, Bryson. Charles Grievous from GoBlackKnights.com. Just one question. You guys were coming off a bye week. Was there anything that you saw from the BC defensively that surprised you today?
No. They had a lot of the same looks that we expected that they'd shown all year. So it was really nothing new.
Thank you.
Sir. Good.
Anything else on Zoom, guys?
Awesome. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thanks, Bryce.
Next up will be Kip.
We'll have
Quinn, Ken Kreitzer, Camvets Media, tough loss for you today. Sarge, tell us a little bit about the big play you made in the second quarter, the interception that set up the field goal.
So pretty much just, playing our defense. We knew if we did our job, we would be able to force some turnovers, and that's pretty much what happened.
And you had a big day on tackles. You had 11 tackles. The challenge was the quarterback for Boston College, Castellanos, 4 touchdowns, ran extensively. What was the challenge with the BC offense today?
They were a pretty good team. They ran the ball very well. I thought they were physical, and he's a very good player. He's very elusive. So, getting him down on the ground was definitely a task, and I thought we executed it pretty well for most of the day.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Seth Mendelson, Black Knight Nation. I thought the defense played pretty well. You contained them definitely on the passing game. The quarterback, of course, had the 4 touchdowns. Going into the game, what did you expect? Did you expect that?
Yeah, like I said, he's a pretty good player. We knew we were going to get a few things from him, and we just, that's pretty much their offense, and, we were prepared as well as we could.
Okay. Looking forward to the next game, what do you take away from this game to help you against Troy?
Just clean up, things that's, really focus on the fundamentals. There's a lot of things that we can do better. I think when we turn on the tape, we'll see that. And as we continue into next week, we'll learn from this week and just be better than we were.
Thank you.
Ken, go ahead on Zoom.
Andrew, Ken McMillan, Times Herald Record. Did you feel like the defense played a little bit better in the second half, and battled the conditions better?
I think, in the second half, we went in halftime. We made some adjustments. I think we did well. Like I said, there's still some things that we can clean up, but overall, I trust that we're going to keep playing and we're going to fix our issues.
BC only threw the ball 9 times. Did you guys expect them to throw more?
Their quarterback is he's very good on his feet, and then the weather conditions kind of change, so I don't really know what expectations we had once that happened.
I know you play in the backfield, but what was your view of the job that the BC offensive line was doing as far as opening holes and such?
Their offensive line was they were pretty big. I thought they were physical. I thought our guys battled well up front, and they had some athletes in the backfield, and sometimes those holes are going to appear.
Last one. Obviously, you guys had the lead up until the final minute here. What's it like to have a game sort of just ripped from your hands like that?
It's hard. It's tough. A lot of those games come down to, 1 or 2 plays, and I think that those are plays that we can definitely make in the future. So just, take what we can. Let's keep getting better and focus on next week.
Thank you.
Anything else on Zoom? Go.
All right. Thank you.
So good to see you, Tyrell. Ken Kreitzer, Cam Vets Media. How was it for you just getting out on the field, playing a full game, scoring a touchdown today after your long recuperation?
It's just a great opportunity to, support my teammates. It was great to be out there with the team. It was great to, contribute to the team today on the field, and it was really exciting. But next week, hopefully, we get the win.
Were there stages to your recovery? I mean, you didn't play in spring. We didn't see much in August, and you were getting back into some reps during the season. How is it for you to just get back to feeling that you could go out on the field?
It feels good. Coach Thatcher has been, doing a really good job. A lot of players have been helping me out with getting me back on the field, and the training staff worked their tails off to make sure I'm healthy, and my rehab goes very well, and the strength staff as well. So it was really a collective effort, and it wasn't just a trademark for me. It was a trademark for a lot of people.
Just tell us about your touchdown, 10 yards, the first touchdown for Army in the second half. Just tell us about the play.
Great blocking up front. And it looked just like it did in practice. And Coach Page told me that we're going to pop one today, and he was right. O-line did a great job, though.
Good to see you back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The offensive team seemed to really pick it up in the second half, you included. Did you find yourself maybe just a little bit cautious in the first half? Or did you just, and the team in general, did you think they just turned it on? What happened in the second half?
We just came out playing too timid. I think that we could have, played harder in the first half. But when we went in for halftime, there was no looking back. We can't think about how we can't fix what we did in the first half pretty much. And so we came out the second half, like our hair was on fire. It was just maybe the rain, I don't know, but it was just definitely a mindset when we came out the second half that we're going to move this ball and we're going to score.
Takeaway for next week, big game next week, Troy coming into town.
Yes,
what does this do? What do you guys think? What are you thinking about? What do you think the team's thinking about as you go into a week from now?
Back to the drawing board tomorrow. We got practice tomorrow, so we're going to, brush up on the mistakes that we made today and move on from there, try to make sure those mistakes don't happen again. Thank you.
Hey, Tyrell. Just wondering, when you can reach the end zone on your first game back, does that kind of give you, just a reassurance that, hey, all the hard work was paying off, and the feeling, I guess I'm asking you, so.
It was definitely a great feeling, but like I said earlier, it was a great feeling for a lot of people that contributed to my rehab. And I think I can't thank them enough. And, yeah, it was really just exciting to get in the end zone and celebrate with my teammates.
Ken, go ahead on Zoom.
Hi, Tyrell. Ken McMillan, Times Herald Record. Go back a year ago. Did you expect to be out this long? Did you have a sense?
I had no idea. The trainers were telling me one thing, and, I was hearing another thing from other people. So, it was just however long it takes, as long as I come back healthy and I could contribute to this team, that's all that mattered.
How tough was it being out this long?
Definitely tough. Tough not being around the guys as much. There's different things that I have to do rehab at a different time while the team is doing something else. So it was definitely difficult, but the guys still, surrounded me with love, and, it's a brotherhood. They never forgot about me.
Coach told me this week that it really came down to how you feel and how the trainers felt. When was the decision made, and how close were you in recent weeks?
Can you repeat that question? I apologize.
Coach said that this was really up to how you felt and how the trainers felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
When did you get the decision to go ahead, and what's it been like the last couple of weeks? How close were you?
Well, the last couple of weeks where, it was like a here or there. Or we kind of knew that we were going to shoot for week 5. My athletic trainer told me week 5. And it's not really like a split decision. It's like a decision that lingers over weeks and how I'm feeling, how the trainers feel I'm moving, and but I think the training staff did a really great job with my rehab, and they're doing they do a great job in there. I'm really happy that we have this training staff here.
You expect good contributions the rest of the way?
I expect to do what I'm coached to do, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else on Zoom, guys? All right, you're all set, Tyrell.
All right, thank you so much. Y'all have a good day.
Good to see you, Tyrell.
Stay dry.
Well, that's certainly disappointing. Disappointed with the way our guys played in the first half, the way we coached, and I thought our guys played harder and played better in the second half, but still made far too many mistakes, and it was errors in fundamentals and assignments, errors in coaching, and just disappointing because it's one we could have won had we done a few more of those things better. But credit to Boston College, they really played tough. They're well coached, and they made the plays. They made the plays when they needed to, especially that last drive. They needed 4th downs. They got it. One on the goal line down there, and so unfortunately come up short again.
Coach Ken Kreitzer, Canvets Media. Just maybe starting in the first half, after the Quinn Hammonds interception, not getting the touchdown, getting the field goal instead. Was that just a missed opportunity?
That was a big missed opportunity for sure. We had the pass to Tyrell, which was short, and he got run down. Then we had the pass out in the flat to Lingenfelter that we overthrew, and he's trying to make a play. He had the one that with Tyrell, I saw the route. I watched the route the whole way. Apparently, he had somebody in his face and kind of had to step back. And then the one to the left, the boot, it's hard going to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback. He had both guys open on the play and just overthrew it. That was certainly a missed opportunity for us.
And then second half, Zach Mundell got you off to a great start with a 55-yard return, helped set up the touchdown run by Robinson, 18 yards. Was it to have Tyrell Robinson back in the game for you?
Oh, we were thrilled to have him back out there. I love that kid, and I'm really pleased he's healthy enough now that he can play. He's certainly helping us, and wish just a little bit more today. We could have found a way, but he's just such a dynamic player, and I think the more he plays, the more confidence he's going to gain on that knee, and hopefully he'll be even more productive.
Then you got the touchdowns, Hayden Reed, and then you got the pass play to Tyson Riley. We saw him line up at wide receiver, and then the next play is over the middle, catches a touchdown pass. Is that just another way to use Tyson Riley?
It is. It's just the personnel group that we were in, and the formation that we got into put him in that position, and he made a nice play. It was a really nice throw by Bryson, and glad we made that play. And unfortunately, that was the last score we got, so wasn't quite enough.
And then on the third down play, Bryson Daily, it looked like he had the first down, and he tried to pitch the ball or throw the ball to his right to Hayden Reed, and it was called an illegal pass. How did you see that play?
I saw the replay, and I was hopeful that they would rule it a backward, or even if it's sideways, it's considered a lateral. And they didn't see it that way. The official didn't see it that way. Obviously, the replay official and the guy in Charlotte, North Carolina, that looks at it, they all felt it was a forward pass. So that was that. And we got the penalty and put us in a 4th and 4. And we got a bad punt after that off the side of our foot. I thought they'd bring a lot of pressure. And we had kind of the rollout punt there, the rugby punt. And he just didn't hit a very good ball. Gave him a short field, and that was the drive that they went down and scored. So wasn't all his fault, but wish we could have got a better punt off there.
Yeah, just going to ask you about Cooper Allen. He seemed like he had a tough day putting, the one in the first quarter, and then the last one. Was he just trying to do too much and not doing what he normally does?
The first one that he punted went off the side of his foot. The first punt of the game. He came back. He had a really good punt. That was a rollout, a rugby punt, rugby-style punt that went for a long distance going toward the scoreboard. And that's what we were trying to do on the last punt because he had kicked that so well. And like I said, I thought they would bring pressure. And he just didn't hit it very well. And so he works hard at his craft. He's a good player. He had a tough day.
Coach, their last drive, Boston College, they get the ball near the goal line, first down, I think. Guys were able to stop them a couple times. In that situation, what's your kind of philosophy there? Because there is still a minute on the clock. Do you want your defense to dig in and stop them like 3 or 4 times? I guess you want to win the game, right? Is there any thought of, dare I say, letting them score?
There is. Yeah, there is. Playing that defense where you let them score. But when you got down to, I guess it was a minute and, I don't know what it was when I called that timeout, 1:13. That was my last timeout. I thought we'd try to stop them on the next play and see if we could get them into I guess it would have been 3rd down there, or I'm going to look at the play-by-play because I can't remember what down it was. And but there is that's all part of the analytics that we have. But it wasn't a recommendation at that point to let them in, and it's probably because of the time that we had there. I'm going to look at it when I burned my last time out. So 3rd and 3, they gained 17. 1st and goal, up the middle for 2 at the 1. I burned the timeout. Then 2nd and goal, they stopped it. Probably after that one, it was going to be, let French defense let them score.
You the one play in the first half where they call timeout, looks like they're gonna go for it. Then they bring their field goal team on. You guys had, I guess, one too many men on the field, and then they end up going for it and scoring a touchdown.
It's one of the coaching errors I was talking about. We had a timeout. They sent their offense out there on 4th down and just waited it out and called timeout. So they bring the field goal team out there, and we got 12 guys on the field. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. We should have had the personnel there, and we said, we called a defense. We said, hey, if they send the offense out here, here's going to be the defense. If they even bring the field goal team out, here's the call for the field goal. And all we had to do was see the kicker trot out, and it was just one guy for one guy. And the 2 guys that played the same position were both on the field together. And the guy that was running off the field should have been in. The other guy should have been coming off. And I might have been able to hold it. I don't know. I mean, just as I saw him running off, what I didn't want to do is give him a free 1st down right there. And unfortunately, called a timeout. They brought the offense back out there, and they converted. There's the 4 points. There's the 4 points in the game. Instead of that last drive being 24-20, it's 24-16. So, disappointing. Coaching error.
Ken, go ahead on Zoom.
Hey, Jeff, Ken McMillan. Bryson Daily, aside from the missed toss to Lingenfelter and then the 2 late incompletions, he actually had a pretty good day passing, going short, going long, and, of course, he ran the ball well. What are your thoughts about how Bryson ran the team today?
I thought he did a good job. He played really hard. He made some good throws. They were that one he threw in there to Tyson for the touchdown was a good throw. The one he threw over the middle to Noah Short was a really good throw. He did a good job. He ran the ball hard, and obviously those the pass in the end zone. Like I said, I didn't see the pressure on the quarterback because I was watching the route on the wheel route that we threw just a little bit short, and Tyrell got tackled from behind. But just the rollout to the left and not connecting there was probably the one that we'd all like to have back for sure.
How troubling was it that whenever Boston College needed a good run, it looked like their offensive line really did a great job as far as blocking to get them the 1st downs?
They did. They came through. They ran the quarterback. The quarterback was a good runner. The running back, the Garwo kid, had a really good day running the football. That part of my frustration was just sometimes we had them stopped, and they were able to get an extra push and get the yards that they needed, and we didn't have guys stopping his legs. We had guys up high, and we had more guys going up high, and then he was able to fall forward and not as they say, killing the engine, which are the legs. And we got to do a better job of that. We got to coach it better. We got to execute it better. They did a good job. I give them credit. Like you said, when they needed yards, they got it. They were 3 or 4 on 4th down. We had a big 4th down stop, but there were times where they needed that 4th down, and in that last drive, they got the one they needed.
Thank you.
Charles?
Good afternoon, Coach. Just one question. This is the 2nd game in a row where it could be almost classified as a tale of 2 different halves.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, following the first half, you stated there were too many coaching and fundamental errors, and frankly, you were embarrassed. Is there anything that you said at the halftime or in halftime to turn the play around and perhaps the mindset of the team around, which includes the coaching staff?
I don't know. I don't know if I said anything I said some stuff to them. I don't know if it made a difference. I think that they just went out and executed better. And our coaches got a chance to get in there and talk to them and correct some of the mistakes. The players make the plays. They're the ones that are out there on the field. We we try to do the best we can to position them where they need to be to make those plays, but they got to make the plays. And we just did a better job of that in the second half than we did in the first. But, you know, obviously there were some opportunities in the second half that we're gonna see on film. We're gonna have a lot of remorse over. But again, credit Boston College; they did a good job.
Anything else on Zoom, guys?
Thanks, everybody.